It's Thursday night, and it's time to unwrap Las Vegas right here on VANR. That's VegasAllNetRadio.com, which means it's time for Vegas Unwrapped. The phone lines are open at 702-483-4444. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Aaron Phillips and Ricky Cash.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. The turkeys are back in studio.
Oh, yes, we are.
The turkeys are back. Missed you all last week for Thanksgiving. Well, not really, because I was eating and stuffing myself, but we want to thank you for tuning back in live. Another live version of Vegas Unwrapped coming at you. We only have 2 more shows after this for 2014, as we'll be taking off, of course, Christmas the 25th, and we're up in the air on January 1st. So we're down to our final 3 2014 shows. Mr. Cash, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, given this week of medical trauma for the both of us.
Yeah, you and I are MASH 407 7th for sure here in Las Vegas.
No
We'll get to that a little later on.
Yes, we will.
And of course, JPEG is behind the camera doing his thing. Bobcat's on the board doing his thing. Everybody's looking all stuffed and ready to go from Thanksgiving.
What a great show we have tonight.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I think this could be one of the best shows ever.
I on behalf of the staff of Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, have to give a disclaimer for tonight.
Let's do it now.
Okay?
Get it
out of the way. Because if I don't get it out of my system,
somebody's going to get hurt.
And unfortunately, there's only 3 other people
and
in
I'm
the
the
studio, and you're the
one.
closest, and you run the slowest.
Thank you for that.
I have your disclaimer ready.
Go for it.
Views and opinions expressed on this program were those of the hosts and guests and did not necessarily reflect those of Vegas All-Night Radio, its affiliates, or its parent company.
Yes, that is very true. Thank you, Irma, for that. We blasted out on Monday because of a commitment that was made to us by a company that we aligned ourselves with some really high-powered guests.
Right.
And
we must also point out that we were somewhat reluctant to enter into the agreement simply because we've had some
miscues.
We've had some miscues, but we've had some meaningful shows.
Right, as the guests that we had a few weeks ago.
No question.
Tim Reitman and whatnot. But tonight we were supposed to have,
among others,
Hank Aaron, Ted Turner,
Cal Ripken
Jr., not Senior.
Well, if you look at the original post, it said Senior.
I know, and I corrected her on that.
Oh, thanks.
Because of course, Cal Senior's been dead since 1999.
Well, if we can bring back Elvis and Red Skelton, why can't we bring back
Cal Ripken?
I was listening to the Sandy Costello, and you heard your thing, and I thought that Mr. Ripken Sr. did pass away several years ago.
Yes.
And that's, look, is there a show that I'm not corrected at least once?
I get corrected every day, sir.
There you go. So welcome to my world.
So Ted Turner was supposed to be on.
The mayor
of Atlanta, Kasim Reed, was supposed to be on, and Bill Murray. So we had 6
Happy birthday.
high-powered
That's Bill Murray.
guests, okay? And we were reluctant. I was very reluctant on posting something on it because I was going by a Facebook conversation with my contact, not being able to get any confirmations per se.
Started to get a little nervous by Tuesday night.
Yeah, probably Tuesday morning when I woke up. And lo and behold, I get a message this morning on my email. Says that my contact was up in the mountains, up in Georgia somewhere, had no signal, couldn't get any of my messages, nothing. This person thought that all of these guests were supposed to be for next week. And of course, I unobtrusively declined to accept that because I was clear on what our schedule was.
Sure.
And so all of you who are listening out there, I deeply am humbled, apologizing for the miscommunication that all of these guests were supposed to be on tonight.
Yeah, and I really don't want it to affect our credibility, because the fact of the matter is that our intentions in doing this was to serve the public. Because I'll tell you,
Colin Powell, that's who I was missing.
General Powell.
Colin Powell.
We studied all this stuff last night. I did, because I didn't know about this till this morning, and I was ready for some very serious questions to these people.
When I listened to this lineup, and I mean, at first I was thinking, boy, the The last time you guys bamboozled me on your 5-year show thing and the phone lines went wild, I thought, man, my boys are letting me down. They can't send me an email or Facebook going, buddy, the phone lines are going to light. And then when I heard the name Colin Powell, I was ready to go. Out of everybody else that you had mentioned, that was something. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, they're waiting for you, sir.
and I'm thinking, listen, I will say this. This situation, I would not consider it dead. We will revisit it after the first of the year because of what Aaron said about commitments to other people. And, Vegas Unwrapped, if it was going to start going in this direction, we were going to have to relook at the whole programming situation anyway. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Again, we will apologize to our general listening public and for those that we asked specifically to, listen tonight. But we've had other disappointments in programming, and we're able to bounce back because this is Vegas Unwrapped, and it is Phillips and Cash, along with Bobcat and JPEG now. And I have no doubt that by the time this show is done, we will have gone further downhill than ever.
There you go. A round of encouragement tonight.
Well, sure. I want to just keep it real.
Hey, well, things like this do happen. I mean, we had an interview scheduled with Jeff Gordon. Okay?
Yeah.
30 minutes prior to the phone call, his PR guy calls up and says, NASCAR called. He's on his way to Kentucky. He's got to go test tires.
Well, you got to test those tires.
What am I supposed to do? Go, no, Jeff Gordon, get off the damn private jet and do the interview.
It happens. Anyway, so
you're stuck with us for the next 2 hours. We can try imitations and impersonations, but they're not going to really pass for anybody.
That's not really our
the closest
style.
The closest thing that we're going to get to it is Hank Aaron, and I've got Aaron. That's about as closest to him that we'll get. I can't swing a bat like him, but I used to root for him, number 44. I could tell you that much.
Definitely. So give us a call in if you got some comments, 702-483-4444, and ask for your, we'll take your opinion. What should we do with these Bambinos,
soup cans.
Thank you, Mr. Leonetti.
Yeah, I was going to say, man,
they just became soup cans.
Soup cans?
Yeah.
All right.
Not the guests, because the guests were ready to roll.
All right.
We just didn't know when. They didn't know when either. Oh well.
How are you feeling today, Mr. Phillips?
All right, let's get on to the topic of the medical performances of the week.
Dad, you go first.
Well, it was because I had to go first. The last 2 weeks I've been 3 weeks.
Well, technically, I've been dealing with mine since the middle of September.
Then you go first.
No, you go first. You're older. You might die first.
Age before beauty.
Age before beauty. Okay, fine. Believe that.
That's everybody in this room out there.
That's right. Anyway, 3 weeks ago, I have a perennial sciatica problem. I have a pinched nerve that's coming out of my spine, and it causes my sciatica to act up from time to time, whether it be walking for more than 15 minutes at a time or standing for 15 minutes at a time. I get pain that runs down my leg. Well, I got it about 3 weeks ago, and it stayed there. It didn't dissipate when I sat down, which is what normally it does. So I kept telling the guys that, I'm going to, go to the urgent care, go to the ER. No, it's going to get better. I'll take some pills, this, that. Well, anyway, a week ago Wednesday, I could hardly walk, let alone get up the stairs to come here for Sandy's show. And then that Thursday night, I was a mess here. Finally, this past Tuesday, I said, this is enough. No, last Monday, I said, this is enough because I couldn't move, couldn't walk. And, of course, I knew Aaron was going into Summerlin Hospital the next day for his procedure, and I figured I got to take care of my boy, right? So I'll go to the emergency room because if the emergency room's in, if they're doing a good job, I know he's safe the next day. Well, I got there at about 6:30. It was pretty packed. I didn't get in till 9 o'clock, but they performed what they needed to perform to find out what was wrong with me. I got a shot of some really, really good painkiller. Really, Dilaudid, guys. I mean, that's right under morphine. All right, and I got a shot of that steroid, the prednisone that they use, and they gave me some pills. And lo and behold, 3 days later, tonight, I'm feeling 75, 80% better, and it's pretty much gone. So I told Mr. Phillips, you're in good shape when you go tomorrow, but I'm going to post this as soon as I get home on Monday night because I know he's going to get all these sympathy cards, get well, to this, to that, and I just wanted to beat him.
And how'd that work out for you?
Not very well.
No.
I got 3 comments, got better comments when I asked the next day for the dentist. But anyway.
You did.
Yeah. So anyway, I did very well there. I'm very pleased. If you ever have to use Summerlin Hospital for an ER, it might take a while, but boy, you're going to get excellent care.
Well, of course, Summerlin ERs, when I had my cellulitis attack last year, where I spent some time and 4 days at the hospital before going to the rehab. So, unfortunately, I'm familiar with Summerlin Hospital.
I know, but I still had to check it out.
Yeah, no, of course.
You never know. I was taking care of you.
When I went in the next day, I was still looking for you in the ER. I had to walk right by to go there.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, I had my procedure done, my shockwave treatment Tuesday. They knock you out. They put you on this bed with basically pulsating water that goes under you in an attempt to blow up the stone into little granules, because I had a 7-millimeter stone lodged.
How big would that? Is that like a pea?
I guess.
Like a green pea?
Softball size.
Yeah. Ping pong ball.
Yeah,
but where it was the issue. And it was lodged in the ureter between the bladder and the kidney.
Ooh.
So I have a stent put in. Of course, I'm going to the bathroom like there's no tomorrow, like every 15 minutes, it seems like. I mean, I'm drinking water only because of my throat.
And it goes in and out.
And John better clear the door here momentarily. But so they put you out. It's an hour-long procedure.
Should you be drinking electrolyte type of water?
I'm not dehydrated.
You're not. Even with that, you're not.
No.
I'm surprised because I'm surprised because you should be.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Not dehydrated because I'm still drinking plenty. I'm just not putting out as much as I'm drinking.
Right on.
But enough to flush. And I was back home by noontime on Tuesday. And, when you have to go to the bathroom and you have the urge to go every 10, 15 minutes, really doesn't help your sleep pattern. So sleep has been a premium the last couple of days, but I had a good day today, kind of taking it easy. And tomorrow I got to go for my x-ray, for my follow-up x-ray, and then next week I go back to the doc for my follow-up appointment. And now the one on my left side hopefully will just stay quiet for a long time, because I'm not ready to go back through this a second time.
No, it's not pleasurable.
But, it's just, I have not been to the doctor as much in my life as I have since I was diagnosed with the cellulitis and the diabetes. The last year and a half going to the doctor as much as I have versus the first 49 years of my life, I mean, it's just absolutely bananas. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how much time I've been spending at doctor's offices this year. So just thought I'd share that. I don't know why, but it's just a frustrating situation. But anyway, so that's all. That was our medical updates. And John, were you dealing with something this week too, or not with the VA?
Yeah, with the VA.
You want to get on a mic?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a new provider,
right.
A new doctor at the VA. So
what's his name?
Pena, Pena.
Not Vinny?
Not Vinny. Yeah.
Boombots?
No.
Okay.
So, anyway, I'm going to have to, for the next couple of months, go through a whole bunch of tests and,
get aligned with the new provider.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So everybody's got a little something going on.
How about you, Bobcat?
I'm fine, man.
His therapist says that as long as he keeps taking the medication, they won't have a recurrence of the incident in the prison yard last year.
I know.
I don't know what to say to this guy anymore.
All right, how about we start off with the Vegas Unwrapped Sports Desk update? Are we ready?
I can do that for you if you'd like, sir. Good evening. And it's the Bobcat here with Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, and, of course, JPEG on the cameras. Let's start with a little bit of NBA basketball. Hey, those 4-16 New York Knicks of yours, Mr. Cash, they steal one from LeBron and company from Cleveland tonight, man.
That's true, they beat them.
Yeah, you got it 79-76, your winner there, the New York Knicks over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, just getting started, Portland and Indiana, 7-2 on top of Portland right there. The Knicks, we already got you on that. And also getting ready to get started right now, Golden State and New Orleans. What did they end up naming the New Orleans? Weren't they the Pelicans or something?
Back to the Pelicans.
They went back to the Pelicans.
There's another new name out there, though. I don't know what it. There was another team. I saw a brand new name.
Well, I saw that the Charlotte Hornets went back from what they were back to the Bobcats, right? Now they're the Charlotte Bobcats again. They're not the Charlotte Hornets or whatever. I don't know.
All right,
it's just a big.
How about the football score?
How about the football score? We can do that. And speaking of that football score, sir, that when they started that game tonight, not even half of Soldier Field was sold out for that game tonight.
Way.
And right now, 21-7. Cowboys up on top of the Chicago Bears, man. That's a look at sports from the Vegas Unwrapped Sports Desk.
Thank you, Bobcat. Appreciate it. All right, so the Cowboys, as is their history has always been, that December has always been a bad month for them.
Swoon.
But I think this year, for some reason, is going to be different for them.
Maybe.
Call me crazy. I don't know.
Maybe.
Cowboys are Miss Bobcat's happy. That's her team. She likes the Cowboys. She likes the Cowboys and them Seattle Seahawkers.
You guys have any shout-outs?
I don't have any.
No, how about you guys? Anybody you want
I'd like to shout out to you guys. Good to be back all together again. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. And everybody that listens to Vegas Unwrapped, shout out. Hey.
Good job.
There you go.
Just my usual suspects. Subjects. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you guys a little later about a proposed Florida, North Carolina trip I'm planning in March.
Ooh, Carolina's in Florida.
Yep. I'll have to talk to you about that later on.
When we come back on the other side, we're going to go to some Unwrapped Treasures, share what's going on in town over the next week or so, some activities around. If you're coming into town, if you are already here and you want to look for something different to do, these are all low-cost, inexpensive things that you can do, and know that Vegas has a lot more than just casinos. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped, VegasAllNetRadio.com. Phillips and Cash, Bobcat on the board, JPEG behind the camera, and you, the listener. We'll be right back.
Fan club?
Yes, I know. Find out more at VegasUnwrapped.net.
All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, coming at you from the wet and soggy studios of VegasAllNetRadio.com because it's soggy and foggy and everything. I think we moved to Seattle and nobody told us over the last couple of days.
2 days of complete, utter clouds.
Made napping very easy today.
Oh, I bet it did.
And that fog was just tremendous. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it's the time of the show where we're going to share some events, things, happenings, and activities going on over the next couple of days so that if you're new to town or you're coming into town or whatever and you're looking for something different to do, we can help you do that. For you racers, the Henderson 250 Desert Race, December 5th through the 8th, starting tomorrow. You're going to have to check on times at hendersonlive.com. The start and finish to this race is out in Jean. Free spectator admission. The annual off-road desert race marks the final race of the American Off-Road Racing Series. The race course is in Jean, Nevada, with technical inspection, vendors, and driver-rider meet and greets hosted in the Water Street District. For more information, as I mentioned, visit hendersonlive.com or call 702-267-2171.
Now, when you're out in Jean, you might look around at the starting point there. You may find some lanterns.
Lanterns?
Lanterns.
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 Okay.
Dare I ask why?
Do you remember in the summer with the big lantern thing? It was in Jean. When you remember where the people... Yeah.
Okay.
So lots of lanterns still out there.
If you're a gamer, the Game Awards are in town tomorrow, December 5th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Axis Theater, 3667 Las Vegas Boulevard South. Video game fans, enthusiasts, you don't want to miss this live event. You can see the biggest names in the world of gaming at the Game Awards 2014. The video game industry will come together to celebrate the cultural significance of the world's most dynamic form of entertainment. Apply online for free stage tickets, pit area seat filler spots at www.gothamcasting.com. That's this Friday, December 5th. And of course, since it is also the first Friday of the month, that means it's the First Friday Art Districts program from 6 to 10 p.m. downtown Las Vegas. Attend First Friday, which is, of course, an ongoing arts, entertainment, and social block party held the first Friday of each month in the Las Vegas Art District. You can enjoy cool local art, live music, and street performances, and the best part, except for parking, admission is free because there are some parking lots that will charge you for their space. Ward 4 Holiday Movie. This is good for all ages. Also tomorrow night from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. It's free and open to the public. Durango Hills Community Center YMCA at 3521 North Durango Drive. For more information, you can give them a call at 702-240-9622. Enjoy the PG-rated animated family movie Frozen, along with popcorn and water while supplies last. You can call Becky for more information at 229-2524.
Try singing that song for the rest of your life, because you'll hear it and it'll keep playing over and over and over again.
Let's see.
Let it go.
Shout out to Brandy. She just checked in with me on Facebook out in Louisiana. How are you, darling? Crusader Christmas Boutique, Saturday, December 5th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Faith Lutheran Middle School and High School Student Center, 2015 South Wallapai Way here in Vegas. Crusader Christmas Boutique is an exciting shopping event held each year at Faith Lutheran Middle School and High School. It is the largest fundraiser held each year to benefit Grad Night Live, a drug and alcohol-free party for each year's senior class at Faith Lutheran. The mission of Grad Night Live is to keep graduates in the community safe from underage drinkers getting behind the wheel of an automobile. There are over 50 vendors selling items. Each vendor donates an item for a raffle. Items are raffled throughout the event. Come one, come all, and get your holiday shopping done and support a very worthwhile cause. There's bake sales, coffee, and lunch will be available for purchase. The event is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can even get photos with Santa from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And, of course, admission to this event up there is also free. Of course, this weekend coming in, the rodeo starts in town, Mr. Cash, as well as Cowboy Christmas. All the cowboys and cowgirls with all the chaps will be coming into town. About 150,000 people will be coming in over the next couple of weeks, right?
Yep.
Have you started seeing them?
Today.
I was going to say, have you started seeing them on the strip?
You betcha.
Word 6 Cowboy Christmas and Car Show, Saturday, December 6th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Free and open to the public at Floyd Lamb Park at Tule Springs, 9200 Tule Springs Road. Bring your family to join Councilman Steve Ross at Floyd Lamb Park at Tule Springs to celebrate the holiday season. Families will enjoy hay rides, a petting zoo, balloon artists, jump house, and a visit from Santa. Bring your donations and join Councilman Ross in helping local charities with food, toys, and clothing for people in need. A Doggone Country Christmas fundraiser for for those Left Behind Foundation, Saturday, December 6th.
Dagnabbit.
From 1 to 5 p.m. Smarty Paws, Canine Coaching Arena, food, drinks, games for children, entertainment. Admission is $20 before December 1st, so we're obviously past that. $30 at the door. All proceeds go to Save the Pets. For more information, go to www.tlbfoundation.org. Let's see, talking about pets, this Sunday, of course, is the weekly pet adoption over at Tivoli Village inside the doghouse from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can check that out over at Tivoli Village, 302 South Rampart Boulevard. What else we have?
The Friday night downtown at the 3rd Street stage.
Yes.
Is?
Jimmy Ray.
Okay.
Doing his Johnny Cash celebration. In fact, I think we're going down there for that.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, I want to do that. No shit. Good job, JPEG.
I will be filming.
Okay, then we'll see you down there.
Cool.
We never talk about the strip, or hardly ever. That's because everybody knows what's going on. However, I will make a little bit of an exception tonight because December, people come to Vegas. I mean, 300,000 New Year's. You've got 150,000 for this weekend, which includes not just the rodeo, but also the NASCAR.
Yeah, championship
weekend. There's another big convention going on downtown this weekend. So there's a lot of busy things to do. I thought I would bring this up. It's actually a thing that I thought was never going to make it. 3 years ago, I thought they were going to shut it down, but the Las Vegas monorail is still out there, and it's functioning pretty well. Let me give people a little bit of what's going on here. Give us 15 minutes, and we'll give you the strip. In 15 minutes or less, the Las Vegas monorail connects you to the city's world-class restaurant shows, clubs, shops, hotels, casinos, in a safe and comfortable and clean environment. You won't get stuck in traffic, waiting in lines, or piling on buses. With 7 stations located at MGM Grand, Bally's, Paris, Las Vegas, Flamingo, Caesars Palace, Harrah's, the Link, the Convention Center, and the new and Westgate, Las Vegas, and the SLS, which used to be the Sahara. They'll take you anywhere you want to go, and they'll get you there quickly. Trains arriving every 4 to 9 minutes during the hours of operation from 7 a.m. to midnight on Mondays, 7 to 2 a.m. Tuesday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. Friday through Sunday. You'll be cruising in climate control style from daybreak into the wee hours of the morning. You know, when it first opened, it was like a block away from the Strip. It ran pretty much up Paradise. But now, with the expansion of a lot of these hotels to Covewall, where the Link is and some of these other places, the monorail is starting to get a lot of business, which is putting people off where they want to go. So it's not a bad deal, and especially for the money. Hop on a one-way trip or pick up an unlimited pass for the freedom to travel at your leisure. We offer a $5 single ride ticket and unlimited ride passes. Tickets are available at all the monorail stations and online at lvmonorail.com. And last but not least on this, the SLS Casino, which just opened in August on the site that was once the historic Sahara Hotel, which closed on May in 2011, the monorail substation there remained open, and it's accessible via the street level and elevators onto Sahara Avenue, Paradise Road. There is no easier way to hit your favorite destinations on the Strip than the Las Vegas monorail. So, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I rode it a couple of times. It's a fun time.
Yeah, and again, when it first built, we all said, "What the hell?" You know, original plans, by the way, was to put it in the middle of the Strip.
Right.
And it would have been amazing. But you know what stopped it?
What was that?
The crossovers.
Oh.
Yeah, because the crossovers had to happen.
Yeah.
You think we were killing pedestrians before? You should have seen between 1995 and around 2001, right?
Yeah.
We were killing people every other day on the streets in Vegas. Because, unfortunately, they didn't know about crossing at the green, and you know how that is.
People get excited, want to get there quickly.
Yeah.
Something to say about a 3,000-pound automobile, man. It'll hurt you real bad.
Just doesn't mix well.
Quick update for you guys. 28-7 Cowboys on top of the Chicago Bears with about 5 minutes to play in the third, gentlemen.
Very nice.
All right. That does the Unwrapped Treasures. We step aside for a bottom of the hour break, station identification, whatever else you're supposed to do at break time. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped. We'll be back with more after this. Vegas Unwrapped. Yeah, by the way, the Ricky Cash fan club is still moving along quite judiciously.
It was a great post that you put up about a great Christmas gift.
Absolutely.
Or a holiday gift.
For $10, $20, or $30, it's a gift that keeps on giving because of the money's going to use for contributions to our community. And, of course, you get everything from signed autographed pictures and T-shirts and show tickets, depending upon the level of membership with which you join. So check it out at the VegasUnwrapped.net website. Click on the Ricky Cash Fan Club tab. Get the full backstory as well as membership options that'll fit the budget for you or for a friend. It would be great. We have our first international package getting ready to go out to Australia. We have a lot of local members, so we're going to set up a date probably here at the studio for Thursday night where local members from Vegas and Henderson, if they're able to, can come up to the studio and pick up their stuff.
And come on the show.
We'll see how many people choose to come up. So, we'll see. But we'll probably set that up for locals. And then the packages have started or should be shipping out soon.
Yeah, some of them have already gone out.
Okay, so we've got some packages out and about. So
our beauty queens have gotten their packages.
Yes,
because they came here.
John and a couple other locals got it. So they're getting out there. We're a little slow behind the uptake because of our medical illness stuff, but they're getting there for sure. So
and please remember, if you do post a testimonial on your Facebook page, that would really be helpful. I think that's created a lot of buzz out there, as well as sharing your posts with all your friends and acquaintances. That would be nice,
and encouraging them to join as well.
You bet,
because it's only going to help those in the community. So we would appreciate your support.
Yeah, and we are starting in January with a portion of that membership that's going to go towards the Relay for Life, for the Henderson Relay for Life.
Right, absolutely. So, all right. So you had a couple other things you wanted to share there, Mr. Cash.
Yeah,
or we doing a top list or something?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do a top list. I'm going to do the top holiday picks. And this is a good one because there are a lot of different things to do. Now, this is not just, of course, the Strip. These are some of the things that over the years people have gone to. And I'll tell you what, why don't we make a little game out of it? Why don't you guess a couple of these, and I'll tell you, all of you guys, let's do this. I'm not sure how to do it. You pick an event where you think people will go during the holiday. I'll tell you where it's rated.
You mean here in Vegas?
Here in Vegas, yeah.
right.
It could be Vegas, Henderson, in the Valley. Some of the top places that you think people would go to.
You talking about casinos or
It could
events
be
at
anything.
casinos?
It could be at a casino
holidays.
for the holidays.
The skating rink at the Cosmopolitan.
I'm really surprised you got that one because that's amazing. You must have seen that somewhere.
No?
You know what's cool about it this year? They actually have snow falling this year on it.
Do they really?
Yeah, they actually have snow machines, so you're going skating and the snow comes down.
It happens to be number 8.
Wow.
Cosmopolitan Ice Rink. The Mid-Strip property froze over its boulevard pool to create a contemporary winter wonderland for all ages at the Cosmo. So, guys, you got one. That's really good.
Mount Charleston.
Mount Charleston is not here. That's because the Rainbow subdivision has been flooded again. No, but well, they had the rain. Actually, it did pretty well. That's just a side note. That's a local joke. I mean, it's not a joke, but it's a mess. No, Mount Charleston's not one of those.
Red Rock? The Red Rock's out there?
No, nothing on Red Rocks either.
The lights, the light thing that they do it used to be at Sunset Park, or is it still at Sunset Park?
No, it's not. It's
up at the Speedway.
It's at the track,
Speedway. Okay, number 3, Glittering Lights, a drive-through spectacular with hundreds of light displays arranged along the 2.5-mile racetrack at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And one of the new ones, I saw it because they did a thing on it, Channel 5, Fox TV. Tremendous,
Yes.
And when Stephanie J goes out there, I may take her right up there.
What is his infatuation with Stephanie J? He's really got it for her, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's her problem.
Yeah. Thanks.
The atrium at Bellagio.
The atrium. What is going on here? Number 10. All right? I never thought he'd get this. Bellagio Conservatory. Hundreds of flowers and plants are decked out in holiday finery by 140 horticulturists who pay exquisite attention to detail, and that's at the Bellagio.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, is this just during the Christmas holiday?
No, that's around all year, but these are the most visited attractions during the holidays. Okay, so you've gotten 3 and 8 and 10 so far.
Or the Eiffel Tower at the Paris Hotel?
No, because that doesn't have anything special going on there.
I was going to say, just riding up and down the Strip to see all the holiday decorations.
There's something that happens at the Venetian at the canal. In the canal, isn't there, during the wintertime? Don't they have something at the Venetian during the canal, and the canal shops and the gondola rides and all that?
They do, but it didn't hit this.
Huh? Okay.
How about the fountains at Bellagio?
No, see, that's a regular thing. It doesn't. In other words, this is something that happens at the holidays.
For the holidays.
Yeah, that's not there year round. Well, in some cases they are, but it's even more enhanced.
Right.
So you're pretty good. All right, let me give you guys one. I'll give you number 9. It's Jay Reuven's Illusions. This fun-filled family show explores magic, mystery, imagination, and offers some of the largest illusions on the Strip, and that's at the Tropicana, and that's basically just for this month.
Wow.
Yep. Anybody want to take another one? You should know this one. Think one of your favorite food groups.
Bacon.
Ketchup.
Beef.
Let's go more towards the dessert area.
Cheesecake Factory.
Nope.
What's the ice cream place right in front of Caesars on the boulevard?
Nope. That's a good one, too. I'd love to go there. All right, I'll give it to you guys. How about Ethel M's Chocolate Cactus Garden, number 7. And only in Las Vegas holiday tradition where cacti are decked out in millions of lights and lots of chocolate. That's in Henderson. Okay.
Yeah. What else you got?
Okay, I got number 6. Actually, Terry Fader, this affable impressionist, offers up A Country Christmas, narrated by Walter T. Airedale, that showcases his troupe of unforgettable personalities at the Mirage.
Have you seen his show?
No.
He's phenomenal.
Terry Fader, good show, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend.
Oh, Terry Fade is great.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got him and Jeff Dunham,
Yeah.
both here at the same time, it's like unbelievable.
Yeah, well, Dunham just started a new residency at the Planet
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen that show. That's crazy. He's nuts. Okay, number 5, Snow in the Square. Among the holiday activities, there's a nightly snow show, 7 p.m. Also visit.
Tonight?
What's that?
Isn't that what we had tonight?
Well, I don't know what we had tonight. Also visit the Norman Rockwell-inspired Santa House, and that's located at Town Square.
No, we had some snow shows.
Oh, yeah, we had some snow shows.
Did the Tiffany, or not the Tiffany, but the Opportunity Village make it there with the Santa Land and Holiday Opportunity Village? Was it on it?
No, actually, it should have been, but because that's special.
Yeah.
How about number 4, Marriage Can Be Murder? This murder mystery strings up the tinsel and lights for December, as always, and includes a 3-course meal. That's downtown at the D. All right? Glistening Lights, we talked about, number 3. Number 2, and I'm surprised this wasn't one of your guesses, guys, Legends in Concert. Holiday hits and chart toppers from the superstar impersonators doing Christmas stuff from Britney Spears, Elvis, and Barbra Streisand. And that is at the Flamingo. And number 1... Adventure to Santa. DreamWorks and Shrek. DreamWorks and Shrek come together at the 2,000 square foot holiday cottage that combines storytelling and movie magic, and that is at the Fashion Show Mall. So those are the top 10 shows and attractions here in Las Vegas for the month of December.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Come have a good time with us.
yeah, I like this kind of stuff because we're unwrapping Vegas, and although we make a big deal all the time, we don't talk about the casinos or the strip or strip club. Well, strip clubs we do, but normally we don't touch that because all you have to do is go to Vegas.com anywhere in the country, and you'll find out everything that's going on in the strip. Yeah. However, those of us who live in Vegas don't go to Vegas.com. So in order for us to find out, you have to listen to Vegas Unwrapped every now and then.
Well, listen to the show and then also partake in your local neighborhood.com. So keep your money in your wallet, you know what I mean?
I've got a few more for later, and we'll get to that. Some good stuff. Talk a little bit about golf, and I got another top 10. So, and that one none of you guys will know because it's something that we don't do at this age, which is too bad. And it's not top 10 strip clubs either.
No.
I still do.
Yeah.
He goes to the strip club. Big holiday concert coming up over at the Old Hilton Westgate there with our good friend L.J. Hutchins down at Cadillac, and of course our own John Lindquist will be emceeing the show again this year.
Really? What day is that? Do you know?
It's coming up. It's either this Sunday or next Sunday. It's going to be Ms. Bobcat and I went to it last year. It was great. Had Jasmine Triaz from American Idol performed at it last year.
That's cool.
Kelly and Clint Holmes were there last year. Paul Sorrentino from Raiding the Rock Vault was in there.
That's nice.
It was a really great show. Toys for Tots is what it is, and of course,
everybody knows them.
You can drop toys down at Cadillac West, right down the street from the station here.
You know what else is going on? I think it started today. The guy from the radio station,
Chuck Buchanan.
Chuck Buchanan goes up on his 2-week. It's almost 2 weeks.
12 days.
12 days.
Yeah,
right?
He goes 12 days.
12 days up there and raises money. Tremendous. For years, we talk about the rodeo being in town, and they play it at the Thomas and Mack. Well, that interferes, as it has for the last 30 years, with the UNLV basketball. Right. So they would have to play their last home game like on December 5th, and then you had the rodeo for 10 days. Right. Then they had finals, so they didn't get back to play until almost the end of the month, which was kind of unfair. Well, a couple of years ago, the Orleans decided that they would allow UNLV to host a home game there, which is this Friday night against St. Catherine's, which is, I don't know, probably a California school, one of the cupcakes on the schedule.
Right.
But on December 20th, the Rebels will be making their first appearance, you ready for this?
Right.
At the Grand Garden over at the MGM.
Oh, really?
In a game against Utah. And the second half of the doubleheader, Lon Kruger, former Rebels coach, comes back with his Oklahoma team to play Washington State or somebody like that. So that's pretty cool. Plus, before the end of the year, UNLV is going to play number 3 Arizona, as well as number 5 Kansas. So they're off to a little slow start. They're in the but before the start of the Mountain West Conference. Right. So they've got some really tough games, and they're all freshmen.
Yeah.
They got a sophomore and a senior, and that's it.
Yeah, this is a really young class here.
They got killed last night at Arizona State, but I got to tell you, I watched the game, and they're up 21-6. They got off to a tremendous start, but they're freshmen. And, a seasoned Arizona State team who beat us last year 86-80 at the Thomas and Mack, they came back, and unfortunately, even though they were tied 37 at the half, they got crushed in the second half. But I'll tell you what, if not this year, the next 3 years will put UNLV Running Rebel basketball back on the map. And unfortunately, our football team is in the toilet. They fired the coach. We'll come back after a couple of words with some Doing It with Styles, I believe. All right, this is Ricky Cash from my partner Aaron Phillips and JPEG and Bobcat, and we'll be back right after this.
Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash. It's that time of the show where we're going to see some Doing It with Styles. We're going to pull JPEG out.
It's time for Doing It with Style. Sponsored in part by A.A. Casaro Plumbing and Construction.
JPEG comes out in front of the camera to give us this week's award of Doing It with Styles. Take it away, John.
Thank you, sir. This is going to be a short one because I was kind of let down today. I had my Doing It with Styles award all ready to go for the Orion spacecraft that was launching this morning, which is the precursor to the manned mission to Mars.
Mars before moon? Mars before the moon?
Mars. So watch out, John Carter.
Men are from Mars.
Yes. Women are from Venus.
And who's from Uranus?
So anyway, your mama.
That's pretty.
So I apologize.
I apologize to Mom.
Me too. Anyway, it got postponed till tomorrow. So instead, I have a little rant that I thought about. I wasn't feeling that great this afternoon, but as always, once I get in here with you guys, you kind of help pump me up.
Well, we're all wearing some sort of black tonight.
Yeah. So anyway, there's been a lot going on in the news. And I know that we're not supposed to get political here, and this isn't political. This is personal.
Okay.
People are shooting each other. Cops are shooting kids. All kinds of crap's going on. And I am really, really sick and tired of it. I mean, our politicians have sold us down the river. Everybody's pushing nothing but hate. You know, we don't like this group, we don't like the gays, we don't like the blacks, we don't like the Jews, we don't like whoever. And I am really, really, really tired of it. And I would like to ask every one of our listeners and our Facebook fans and our everybody, our fans, just to join with us starting this new year. Just do one thing every day, whether it's an act of kindness, just making somebody smile, just doing something for somebody else instead of your selfish selves, you rat bastards.
Wow. Why do we have to wait till the new year? Why don't we start it right now in the holiday season?
Because people won't do that. Yeah. They have to have a date. This gives them a couple of weeks to prepare. I mean, I've been associated with you guys for a few months now, and I see what you do in the community and how hard you work and selflessly the things that you do out there for other people. And I don't think that half of our listeners really know what you do or understand what you do. And I would just like to ask all of our listeners and anybody who sees this on YouTube or whatever, just make a commitment, just once a day. It's not that hard. Just do one nice thing. Get rid of the hate. You're right. Pay it forward.
Pay it forward a little bit.
Yep. And maybe we can turn this crap around.
You know, if people who complain are usually the people that don't do anything about something. You know, it's like the people who complain about the government, but then they say, "Oh, but I don't vote." Oh, really? Now,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that special?
That's another.
If you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain. You know, I mean, it's as simple as that.
Thank you for listening to Doing It With Style. Sponsored in part by A.A. Casaro Plumbing and Construction and heard exclusively on Vegas Unwrapped.
35-13 Dallas over Chicago 14 minutes to go in the game. Just thought I'd update that while we're sitting here.
Romo's rolling tonight, man.
Yeah.
He's rolling.
John, I think your take is right on, because I'm tired of reading and hearing. But now there's another one in Chicago where this young man was arrested and he died in the cops' hands. You know,
I thought that was in New York.
Well, they showed a
one with
rally in Chicago.
Okay, well, that was it was in New York. What happened was they got this guy down in a chokehold.
Oh yeah.
And he says, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe." He died.
Yeah. Did you see the other disturbing one last night? Little lady, this was in the Bronx, and she's walking down the street, and she has one of those baby carriers, like a pouch, like a kangaroo pouch. You can put your baby in and carry it, right?
Right.
And the surveillance shows her walking down the street. She's talking on her cell phone. Kid turns around and sees the cell phone, and it's a pretty high dollar, one of those high dollar jobs, right? He turns around, takes off running, and drop kicks her. Drop kicks this mom in the back, sends her flying about 8 feet. Thank God, not a scratch to the baby. They arrested him 8 minutes later down the street. They followed. People went off, taking off. That's just sad.
See, now here's the upcrux of that. What would have happened if the police, right, surrounded this guy, all right, and he puts up his hands, "Don't shoot, don't shoot." And yet he's committed a crime, and he's running away from the scene, resisting arrest, whatever the case may be. If they shoot him, he's going to get all the support.
Right, but the mom and the little lady that she got dropped. I mean, this was like world. I know our buddy here, Aaron, likes the World Wrestling Entertainment. I'm telling you, this was World Wrestling, real World Wrestling Entertainment drop kick, man. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You know, these are the things that are happening in our world today that really make it so much more important to do exactly what you were talking about.
Well, and it's not the police and it's not the politicians.
No, because
it's us.
Yeah. Well,
it's us. It's our fault for putting up with it and letting it happen. Yeah. And that's what we have to stop. We have to stop doing this to each other. Education. I mean, you guys both come from the education field. Yeah. I mean, when you were a kid in school, didn't people make fun of you if you studied or got good grades?
No, when I went to school, that was the norm.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, no. And that's what I'm saying. And today, you know, what are you, some smart guy now? You know, you got a B on the test? Oh, God. You know, come on, guys.
The world's going to hell in a handbasket. Yes, it is. Sir?
I'm in agreement with everybody. It's just the society today has gone to pot. That's a shame.
And now it's legal.
Yeah.
See, listen to us.
You know what? That's what we need.
We need everybody to be high.
Let's have a couple of hits, chill out, and be excellent to each other. Right?
The only way I would do that is with brownies.
Okay, yeah,
brownies.
Brownies,
some cookies.
But no, that has its problems too. So,
Yeah, of course it does.
We just need to be nicer to each other.
Why
you
not?
know?
Why not?
We're going to play birthdays tonight? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot, I forgot
Well, I'm
to look
getting the hell
that
out of here then.
See, he's on the damn page. Look at this.
He's already got. I'm not. No, you can check my screens. My screens are completely clean. I am completely clean.
Do we need a top of the hour break?
Yes, we do have to take the top of the hour, and I'll catch us all up. So, would you all like to do that right now?
for it.
All right,
Take it away.
let's do
Take it
it.
into break.
All right, let's do it. First hour's down. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. We just fall farther and farther. We got birthdays coming up, dates in history. We'll see how Mr. Cash can react tonight. Bobcat's up on you, buddy. 4-2. Well, 4-1 because the girls got you that one night, all right? When we come back, we'll do birthdays, dates in history, and of course the second half. And you'll listen to Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, Jay Peg on the video. Yours truly, the Bobcat on the board right here. We're back in 2 minutes, everybody.
All right, welcome back to Vegas Unwrapped. Hour number 2 to just about get underway with celebrity birthdays and dates in history. Again, we want to thank you for listening on VegasAllNetRadio.com or on the downloadable phone app, whatever is convenient for you to be catching us. We appreciate it. For those of you who are just tuning in and expecting people like Hank Aaron and Cal Ripken Jr. and the like that we've been advertising, unfortunately there was a little mishap in communication, and that those guests hopefully will be rescheduled for a future show. So you've been hearing the best of Phillips and Cash and Bobcat and JPEG doing our thing live in studio. So anyway, all right, if you're celebrating a birthday today, December 4th, we want to wish you a happy birthday from all of us here at Vegas Unwrapped Internet Radio, and you are celebrating a birthday with these people. All right, before I forget, I want to send a shout out to my sister back in New Jersey. She celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Yes, she did.
And today is Nikki Lisa's birthday. Our good friend Nikki here in town is celebrating a birthday, so we want to wish them all a happy birthday. All right, guys, you ready? These are in no particular age order. I have to use a different site because my other one was not updated, so the ages will fluctuate. There will be no pattern to the ages.
Okay.
Rapper Jay-Z is turning how old?
41 today.
46.
45 would be the correct answer. Model, TV show host Tyra Banks is turning how old today?
41.
52.
41 is the correct answer.
Oh, way to go, Mr. King.
Actor Jeff Bridges is turning how old?
65.
Wow, that's pretty darn. I'll go 66.
65 is the correct answer.
Damn. You know he's coming to town.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's going to be at one of the station casinos doing his country rock and roll show.
Yeah, he's good at that. I didn't know that. Found that out just a few years ago.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
On.
TV actor Orlando Brown. Most notable for portraying Raven Simone's friend Eddie on the hit Disney series That's So Raven. He was also in Major Pain with Damon Wayans back in 1995.
That doesn't make him 17.
I'll shoot this one in the dark, go 27.
I was going to say 28 then.
27 is the correct answer, Mr. Bobcat.
Catch in there.
Actress Marissa Tomei is turning how old?
50.
Ooh, she's hot.
50.
50? I'll go 48.
50 is the correct answer.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm rolling here. Don't even try.
Let's see. I'm trying to find.
This is off, by the way. It's
All right. You're more than happy to look at any of the screens here.
No, it's all right.
Game show TV host Wink Martindale is turning how old today?
Oh, God, he's got to be 70.
91.
75.
80 would be the correct answer. Skip Bayless from First Take on ESPN, also sports writer. Skip Bayless is turning how old?
61.
55.
63 would be the correct answer on that one. Former basketball player Bernard King is turning how old?
Bernie King. Let's see, 74.
68.
Hold on. 74. 64.
58 would be the correct answer for Mr. King. Max Baer Jr., best known for Beverly Hillbillies.
Jethro. He was Jethro, wasn't he?
Yep.
Hey, he's 81.
88.
77 would be the correct answer.
Oh, Jethro. He was the young guy.
Yeah.
Uncle Jed!
I didn't watch that much.
TV actress Patricia Wedding is turning how old?
What did she play?
Wedding. Hold on, let me pull up the info for you. Actress best known for the portrayal of the Vice President of the U.S. in the TV drama Prison Break. She won a supporting actress Emmy role for a role as Elliot Weston's wife in the TV series 30-something. And she's married to producer, TV, art, and net director Ken Olin.
56.
52.
63 would be the correct answer. TV actress Chelsea Noble. She played Kate McDonald on Growing Pains and later married her co-star Kirk Cameron.
46.
44.
50 would be the correct answer. All right, we have a happy birthday from Brandy to Charles Driggers. Happy birthday, Charles.
There you go, Charles.
Special birthday along.
All right.
Come out and see us in Vegas.
Speed skater Christina Groves is turning how old?
Oh.
Canadian speed skater who was a 4-time Olympic medalist, winning 3 silvers and 1 bronze in Turin in 2006 and Vancouver in 2010.
23.
No. 25.
38 would be the correct
There you go.
answer.
Whoa!
She aged quickly.
TV show host Pamela Stevenson is turning how old?
Ooh, little info on this girl here.
Writer, psychologist, television personality, and comedian who famously impersonated Kate Bush and Olivia Newton-John on the British sketch comedy program Not the 9 O'Clock News. She's also known for hosting Shrink Wrap, a British psychology-themed television show.
43.
54.
65 would be the correct answer for Pamela Stevenson. Let's see. These people are all over the place here, so let's see what else I can find. Movie actor Tony Todd is turning how old?
I don't even know who this guy is.
Okay, he's 6. He was a natural choice to play the title role in the Candyman horror film franchise. His portrayal of Reverend Zombie in Hatchet and Hatchet 2 brought him additional fame. He also played the long-lost brother of Lieutenant Worf on Star Trek, and he had a reoccurring role on the previous show Boston Public.
59.
57.
60 would be the correct answer.
1 year, man. That's...
Lila McCann, country singer.
46.
51.
33 would be the correct answer. I told you the birth dates are in no particular order.
We aren't even doing that.
Okay.
We just never heard of any of these people.
I'm trying to get the ones that I think have some fame to them. Let's see. I know you're not going to get that one. That's a wrestler, so I'll skip that one.
Wait a second. I could have got that.
All right, Brooke Adams. That's her real name.
That's her real name?
Miss Tessmacher from TNA.
38.
30.
2.
Carlos Gomez.
Baseball player? Mm-hmm. Carlos Gomez would be 28.
30.
29 would be the correct answer.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
I
Who
hate
else?
when we do that.
I think,
Mercifully,
I think that's going to do it for celebrity birthdays. We want to wish you all a happy birthday from all of us at Vegas Unwrapped.
well, I shall tip my hat tonight to Mr. Ricky Cash, the winner of birthdays tonight, 3-1, sir. So I shall.
Our next show is going to be when? The 11th?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then I'll wait till the 11th because
For what?
I have a birthday to celebrate on the 11th.
Okay.
All right.
All right, it's now time for some dates in history.
Back in the day,
What year?
when Ricky covered stories for the international press.
Yes. What year a 5-day hijack drama began as 4 armed men seized a Kuwaiti airliner en route to Pakistan and forced it to land in Tehran, where the hijackers killed American passenger Charles Hegna. Second American, William Stanford, also was killed during the siege before Iranian security seized control of the plane.
I'm going to say 1977.
1984 would be the correct answer.
There you go.
What year did Alexander II become King of Scots at age 16 upon the death of his father, William the Lion?
Wow. That was a few years ago. I would say 1218.
12-14.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
See, your memory's not that bad.
That's right.
By the way, I love the stories in the Middle Ages. It's an era that I find to be amazingly fascinating. You think they kill people violently today? No. No.
You need to go to the UK
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and go to some of those old castles.
The old Scotland castles.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've read a lot about that stuff. They were violent people, man.
What year did General George Washington bid farewell to his Continental Army officers at Fraunces Tavern in New York?
Last time the Mets won the playoffs.
1784.
1783. What year did James Monroe of Virginia get elected as the 5th president of the United States?
What year was that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think so. 18, no. The 4th president.
5th president.
5th president. Oh, Jefferson. Quincy Adams. Monroe. 1808.
1816 would be the correct answer. What year did President Woodrow Wilson leave Washington on a trip to France to attend the Versailles Peace Conference?
1919.
1918 would be the correct answer to that one. What year did the Senate approve U.S. participation in the United Nations by a vote of 65-7?
1946.
1945 would be the correct answer. What year did the first Burger King stand open in Miami by James McLemore and David Edgerton?
Yesterday. First Burger King. 1967.
1954 would be the correct answer.
Wow, Burger King's that old.
Yeah.
I know, and that king still creeps me out.
The United States launched Gemini 7 with Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Frank Borman and Navy Commander James A. Lavelle aboard. What year?
Gemini what?
7.
Gemini 7. 1965.
You are correct, sir.
Thank you.
What year did San Francisco get its first female mayor as city supervisor Dianne Feinstein was named to replace the assassinated George Moscone?
I'd say it was 1980, but I think it might have been 70. I'm gonna stick with 80.
1978 would be the correct answer.
I told you 7, 8. I got it right.
What year did the bodies of 4 American churchwomen slain in El Salvador 2 days earlier were unearthed? 5 Salvadorian National Guardsmen were later convicted of murdering nuns Ida Ford, Maura Clark, and Dorothy Cazell, and lay worker Jean Donovan.
1985.
1980 would be the correct answer.
Yeah, I thought so.
What year was Associated Press correspondent Terry Anderson, the longest held of the Western hostages in Lebanon, get released nearly 7 years in captivity?
Wow. That was that Christian-Muslim war. Wow. 75. 1983.
1991 would be the correct answer.
Yeah.
What year did the Mars Pathfinder lift off from Cape Canaveral and begin speeding toward the Red Planet at a 310 million mile odyssey?
That was the one that was supposed to fly tomorrow, wasn't it? 1999.
1996 would be the correct answer. And last but not least, what year did President George W. Bush receive the President of Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf, in the Oval Office? Afterward, Bush pronounced himself very pleased with Pakistan's efforts to flush out terrorists.
George W. Bush.
George W. Bush.
Okay. So that would have to be 2002.
2004 would be the correct answer, and mercifully that does it for this Dates in History version. You're listening to Vegas Unwrapped here on VegasAllNetRadio.com. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back on the other side, Mr. Cash is going to surprise us with some lists.
Yes, I am.
And top 5 stuff for us to figure out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. right, welcome back.
Said my guest. Speaking of Mike Leonetti, Mike and Sandy Castell will be joining us next Thursday on Vegas Unwrapped in the second hour, and we will do right here in studio our year in review of Phillips and Cash and Sandy and Michael. So it should be an interesting hour to say, and of course we had to have it in the second hour because that would make it truly downhill. But we're going to talk about some fun times that we've had with those guys last year and hopefully moving ahead with them some more this year. Okay, so guys, I don't expect you, any one of the three of you, I really don't expect you to know the top 10 nightclubs that people are going to hang out with here in Vegas during the holiday season. However, we're going to keep score by seeing you'll never get it in the right order, but we'll see each one of you if you can name as many as 3. I don't think either of you can name 3.
Club 54.
That's his first guess.
I'll take Tao.
Tao is number 9 on the survey. Club 54, no. Gone.
Bank.
No.
What?
Nope.
Dre's.
Dre's happens to be the number 1 club in town since they opened up the Cromwell. Let me read about it. The rooftop beach club and nightclub allows for panoramic views of the Strip. It puts you in the middle of the Strip's neon lights, and that is at the Cromwell, which formerly was the
Barbary Coast
and the
Wild Bills
and all that kind of stuff. Let's go back to Tao. That's number 9. Randy Jackson and Rumor Willis have been have had parties there. Such performers as LL Cool J and Kelly Rowland have also taken the stage, and that is at the Venetian.
Right.
And the Venetian was shut down. The Tao was shut down for about 6 months, about 2 years ago, for drugs.
Drug sales.
Drug sales, yeah. So that's 2 you guys got so far.
What about Le Chateau?
Le Chateau is not on the list.
How about Hayes? Is it still open?
There's Hayes, yeah.
No.
These clubs all change their names like every year and a half.
But these are the top 10. Now you've got
One Oak?
You've got 1 and 9.
One Oak?
One Oak.
At the Monte Carlo.
No.
And I don't know the name of the place. It's the one. It's at the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, but you got to give us a name.
Foundation Room.
The Foundation Room, number 4. And let's read about that. Discover a breathtaking view of the Las Vegas Strip high above the Mandalay Bay. Mandalay. The lounge is open nightly from 5 p.m.
Voodoo Lounge.
Believe it or not, it's not on the list.
Voodoo?
Yeah,
Ghost Bar?
It used to be.
Ghost Bar?
Ghost Bar is not there.
How about Hakkasan?
Hakkasan, number 2. This clubbing nirvana is home to the world's hottest DJs and celebrity guests who take the stage for impromptu performances. Not only is it playing at the MGM Grand, it is playing right here on our board by Mr. Phillips. Probably cheating.
And they're getting ready to open up a second location at Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, okay. I believe that.
That's what we ought to do the last Thursday of every month is have our show be a topless show.
Yeah, that would be great. Topless? I don't want to be there. Come on, you've got a few more. You've gotten so far 1, 2, you got 1, 2, 4, and 9. You want me to give you one? Number 10, Gold Diggers. Dance the night away at this party spot where the patio overlooks the Fremont Street experience. It's at the Golden Nugget. Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody say Hyde? Club Hyde?
No Club Hide and Seek here.
Wow.
But we do have a place called Light. And Light is the collaboration of Circus du Soleil and the Light Group. It has 38,000 square feet, merges nightlife with the state-of-the-art theatrics, also at the Mandalay Bay.
What do you think of that?
How about at Caesar's Palace, Nobu?
Nobu is not here. But 10 Oak is. Now,
10 Oak. I called it 1 Oak. Okay.
Different place. This electric club boosts rave reviews for its design as much as its celebrity clientele who hang out there on weekends at the Mirage.
Yes.
Little Darlings.
That's wrong club.
You got it. It has to be. I was going to say no. I was going to say if anything else, it's got to be in there. It's either got to be the Spearmint Rhino,
Yeah, but that's
or the Sapphire.
Yeah, but that's not these clubs.
How about Club Marquee?
Club Marquee? Yes, it's number 5. You cheating again there?
Not me, man.
It boasts 7 bars, 2 dance floors, and a library-style lounge that has vintage books and a billiard table at the Cosmopolitan. Here's one I thought most of you would get because it's been in the news. XS. No money was spared in making these lavish digs a reality. It tops of the moneyed art, as well as music royalty such as Usher, Beyonce, and where is that? At the Encore. So I think the only one left is number 3, and that is Life. All right, Life aerialists walk on a theatrical ringing, zip lines and catwalks at this club, at which the ceilings are 60 feet tall. There's also a vast LED wall, and where is that? At the SLS. Las Vegas, new club. So there's your top 10 nightlife during this month.
I hate that they did that. Because that Sahara showroom was one of the most prettiest showrooms that this town had ever seen, and they totally destroyed it.
Well, you know, those are rooms that some of the greatest entertainers in the Vegas, what do we call it, Aaron? The Vegas landscape, right? Mm-hmm. That's some of the best with it. Buddy Hackett was
Sinatra.
And
Everybody.
Everybody played that room.
You know?
Tremendous. Rat Pack played there for a while, too.
Yeah, they were all there.
You guys said that you're going down tomorrow night to the.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, Cammy and Teddy and I are going down.
Okay, then cool. Because you mentioned zip lines.
Yeah,
On Fremont Street, they got the zip.
the new one.
So if you guys go do that, I'll film you.
Kim wants to do it. She really does. I have no interest at all of doing it.
Cool.
None whatsoever. Hey, look, Adele Poole.
She did it, didn't she?
She did the Rio.
She did the one at the Rio.
Crazy Rio one that I was surprised.
Building to building right there.
I was surprised and impressed. The Adelster.
Not me.
She went all the way.
Okay.
Got a football score for us?
I was going to say I turned my sports off, Aaron, so because the Cowboys were just killing, man. So
let me refresh my screen here and see what we have coming up.
All right. Well, I got one more guide for us.
3 minutes to go. Dallas 41, Chicago 28.
Well, Chicago made a little bit of a comeback.
3:30 to go.
Well, I hope I don't lose the. I gave 3 points in that game. 3.5.
To who?
To my buddy at work.
Well, who'd you take?
I took Dallas.
And you're giving 3?
3.5.
Well, you're up 10. You're up 9.5 right now.
Yeah, well, that's good.
there.
Okay, the last thing I'm going to go over tonight, we have some time before we get into the other stuff, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Golf in this town is considered one of the major tourist attractions. And you can't really play in the summer because it's really too stinking hot. All right? It's okay in the spring and fall. It's probably very, very good. December happens to be the least expensive month to play golf in this town.
Really?
And the courses are usually still in pretty good shape. Now, you don't want to get out there at 7 o'clock in the morning when it's in the 40s, but when it's in the high 50s, low 60s, which it is during the whole month of December, it's a nice place to go. Here are a couple of the top ones. The Badlands Golf Course, and that's up... that's not far from us. That's up on Alta Drive. And this is a Johnny Miller designed course that asks the simple question from the first pin. Can you hit the ball straight? I don't think so.
Did that used to be Angel Park?
Badlands, no, it's across the street from Angel Park.
Okay.
It's on Rampart.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Bally High Golf Club is on South Las Vegas Boulevard. It's right past the Mandalay Bay. I've never seen the course because you can't see it from the highway because they beautifully tropical themed landscaped. It has praise as one of the country's top resort tracks. Thousands of palm trees, fine fairways, transition out of bounds is right up on Route 15. So, there you go. Mountain Falls is all the way out in Pahrump.
Okay.
But it's a nice course. It's flat. It's for guys that can really hit the ball and not worry if it goes left or right.
If you got a John Daly swing, you're in there.
You can do pretty good. Prim Valley, all right, that's down at State Line, and that's a pretty good one too. They have 2 golf courses from the legendary Tom Fazio, and they got a lakes course and a desert course. The lakes course will take you out of the desert into another world because there's water, and you don't see too much of that. Okay, couple of more. The Royal Links Golf Club. This is one of the most historic ones here in the town. It's over on the east side. It's built to honor the rich tradition and history of the game. It's an old-style links course, like the British Open.
Right, yeah.
So when you go into the sand trap, you need a ladder
to get in.
Well, you can get in, but you need a ladder to get out because you can't. I've never played on a links course, so I have no idea what that experience must be, but I imagine it must be fascinating. It took Tiger Woods 7 shots to get out of a bunker once at St. Andrews.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Spanish Trails, beautiful. Robert Trent Jones. Robert Trent Jones is one of the leading golf course designers of all time. And then another one that we know, Mr. Phillips, because we played it. The Wild Horse Golf Club.
Yes, we did, and still open after we played.
Yeah, I know. It was established in 1961. This is one of the oldest clubs in the Las Vegas area. The championship par 70 layout runs just past 7,000 yards. We quit after 1,000. And it's really very, very nice. It's got water, rolling fairways. And, I wish that both Aaron and I were physically well enough to play golf because that's a real retirement sport. We could really enjoy that. I just need somebody to bend down and put the tee in the ground and somebody to pick up the ball when it goes in the hole. Other than that, I could still play. But, that's a nice thing. Go play golf here in town. Yeah. They've got a couple of tremendous courses. The Nicholas has got a couple of major courses out here, so good stuff. Play golf.
There you go.
Good exercise.
All righty.
All right. Plus, you got to be retired.
It sounds like he's trying to retire you already.
Hey, I would have no problem doing that, let me tell you.
Would you?
My goal was to be able to retire by 50, and so far it hasn't worked out.
You're only a few months behind.
Hang in there, man.
All right, we come back on the other side. I'm going to share with you a nomination that I received for a rather prestigious award. I'm going to boast a little bit, and I'll tell you all that story coming up on the other side before we get to weird news to wrap up tonight's show. Vegas Unwrapped, Vegas on that radio.
Maybe that should be the weird news.
Yes, I know. Find out more at VegasUnwrapped.net.
All right, welcome back as we're coming around the clubhouse turn. So, one of the things that you and I have done for, we're going to begin saying almost 6 years now on the air is we don't generally tout ourselves. We let everybody else be the spotlight. Be the reason we do what we do and let others share the spotlight. But I was so taken back by an email that I received from a gentleman by the name of Damon Christopher, who's a publisher of the Distinguished Men and Women here, or Women and Men in Las Vegas. And apparently my name was submitted by our friend who we know, Don Hoff, who's a real estate guru here in town and someone we've had on our show in the past. And I want to read the letter because it just took me by surprise. Dear Mr. Phillips, it's my pleasure to inform you that you have been nominated for inclusion in the 2015 special edition of Distinguished Men in Nevada. This honor was commissioned from past members and honorees in our community. The special edition recognizes men for their dedication and commitment in over 60 professions for their leadership, service, and community contributions. The publication is also a written record permanently etched as Nevada history for deserving men of acknowledgement. Established in 1989, the Distinguished Book Series has received national and state awards, including the NFPW National First Place Book Award. And on February 17th of 2000, the Carol Bellmeyer Distinguished Scholarship Fund was established at UNLV and CSN in support of students with considerable financial needs. The Distinguished Men in Nevada books are distributed statewide. Today's executive, business leaders, and top decision makers utilize and benefit from this book of consequence. Or local government offices, Nevada State Library, Nevada Archives, and the Library of Congress of Washington, D.C. preserve these unique publications. The only hardcover book of its kind will include your portrait, biographical data, and life history regarding you and your business or profession as a Nevadan of significance. Blah, blah, blah. I congratulate you on your nomination due to the impact you have made in our community.
Wow.
Dawn Hoff submitted my name, who we know and I network with. I've known her for a couple of years now, and I was just floored.
Well, you should be, because
I was just taken back by that.
I kid you about a lot of different things, but, quite frankly, of all the people that I know in Vegas that I've associated with, I couldn't think of a better recipient.
Well, I appreciate that, and I mean, I don't know what happens. I mean, we go up on the website. The website, which I had bookmarked here, is, if you want to check out, it is distinguishedwomenandmen.com. Everything from the biographies of everybody who's received this award in the past, all kinds of stuff. So it's I'm humbled by this stuff. Whenever anybody pats us on our back for what we do and how we do it,
kind of surprises us.
Yeah,
I mean, it does.
It certainly does.
When will you find out about this?
I got this email on, I want to say Monday.
Who makes the decision? Is there some sort of?
It's the committee. It's the names are submitted, and this committee of past members, according to the letter, is the ones that take the nomination and decide. Now, I don't know what Dawn submitted. I don't know what she said or how it goes, but right now in the last book that was published for 2014, there's more than 200 Nevadans in 72 professions, including business, science, education, medicine, law, government, and the arts. Listings are cross-referenced alphabetically by name, company, and by profession.
Anybody we know? Did you go through that?
Yeah. I mean, there's tons.
No, we know personally.
Personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple out there. Dr. Victoria Boyd.
Very nice.
She's on there.
We know her well.
I mean, you really got to go through the names to see, but Governor Sandoval, we don't know personally, but of course he's got one. But I mean, there's some high-powered people on this list from Reno, not just Vegas. I mean, it's from all over the state that goes into this thing.
Statewide, of course.
I mean, it's nuts to think that I'm going to be in the same book as Governor Sandoval.
Well, I'll tell you what, if there's any way that we can help influence the committee, we'd be sure to, take up a little collection or something.
Well, but until then, let's give him a nice round.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice a nice touch to this show, which we expected certain things and seem to be coming out pretty good.
Yeah. It just goes to prove to show you, if you put some time and a little effort, you can make things go.
No, I'm telling you, no question about it.
Just wish it would come with a check or something.
Yeah, well, it's in the mail.
It's in the mail. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Any other lists you want to go over? Anything else
I'm pretty much completed with that. I think I like December here. The weather's starting to change a little bit. I mean, don't like rain much, but it's starting to get. It feels like there's a change of season.
Cool, nice sleep weather.
Yeah,
I like
it. Yeah, no doubt about it. He just turned his air conditioning off.
Did you?
Yeah, last Thursday.
Not too long ago.
41-28's the final score. Dallas over Chicago.
Miss Bobcat going to be a happy girl tonight.
There you go.
Does that mean Mr. Bobcat's going to be a happy guy tonight?
Could be. This is Mr. Bobcat's Friday here today. I got the day off tomorrow.
All right. That's what he does.
All right, so let's do this. Let's step aside a little early as we get ready for Weird News to wrap up. And it gives me an opportunity to hit the little DJ room.
Get that stint out of there.
While he does that, I'll just go ahead and say you're listening to Vegas Unwrapped with Aaron Phillips, Ricky Cash, JPEG, yours truly, the Bobcat. Weird News, my favorite thing, is coming up next. Everybody hang tight. Final segment just coming up 2 minutes away, everybody.
The clubhouse turn, the fourth quarter, the quarter mile, the last turn, whatever you want to call it. We are at it as now part of the show where we get to see and hear the stories that make us feel good about our lives. And it's time.
Not quite.
Wow. Okay. Stop the presses.
Okay.
I just wanted to, this Monday, of course, we're going to be on the show next Thursday. This Monday, Cammie and I are celebrating 18 years of wedded bliss, or wedded blisters, depending on which way you look at it. So I wanted to give her a little shout out, taking her to a show on Sunday night, as well as a dinner over at Pampas Brazilian Steakhouse. So I just wanted to tell her, and she's been working now over a month, and she loves her job, and she's back in the legal field, and my life has become infinitely better because of it. Good job, Cammie. I'm surprised you stuck with me so long.
Some show tickets.
What's that? Yeah, that's where we're getting our show tickets from. Anyway, just thought I would do that before we started the weird news.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Ben? Go ahead, start us off.
Well, the lead story tonight is Indonesia's holy sex mountain on the Isle of Java is still performing its incomprehensible function of making Muslims feel prosperous and optimistic that if they have intercourse with strangers, as reported in November by the Australia SBS Dateline TV program. A reported journey to Mount Kamukus, nearly the heavily populated Surakarta, to observe the mass adultery, whose origin dates back to the 16th century. Otherwise, devout pilgrims pray, bathe, and pair off with one another, with other worshippers, repeating the ritual 7 times, 35 days apart, to bring themselves the good life, except that the sex must be with people other than their spouses. Clerics generally denounce the Kamekus experience, but more so since prostitutes collecting offerings are lately so plentiful at the site.
Under the category of latest spiritual messages, Pope Francis ordered an investigation in October of the Italian Riviera Diocese of Bishop Mario Oliveri, age 70, who's known for giving second chances to wayward priests from across the country. Reports had surfaced that among Mario's priests was one who openly published nude selfies on Facebook, another caught publicly flirting with the wife of a port captain, another dismissed from a cruise ship for molesting passengers, and another revealed to have a full-body tribal tattoo that he exhibited while posing with the tattoo artist in the local newspaper. The manager of a church charity in the diocese estimated about half of the bishop's 175 priests were delinquents.
Okay. This can't possibly be true. Comprehensive Pentagon studies of America's nuclear missile infrastructure released in November following disturbing reports of readiness failures included the revelation that nuclear warheads had to be attached with a particular wrench, even though the Air Force owned only one with which to service 450 missiles housed at 3 bases. Consequently, one official told the New York Times they started FedExing the one tool back and forth. No one had checked in years, he said, to see if new tools were being made. Typical of maintenance problems that has been around for so long that no one reported them anymore. New York Times, 11/13/14.
This question that appeared on a school test in North Carolina may possibly be racist, we're not sure. One of the questions offered in testing by the Charlotte-Mecklenburg, North Carolina School District for high school biology this past November sought students' understanding of dominant and recessive genes with the following puzzle. LaShamanada has a heterozygous big booty, the dominant trait. Her man, Fontavious, has a small booty, which is recessive. They get married and have a baby named La Princess. What is the probability that La Princess will inherit her mama's big booty? Charlotte TV station WBTV was unable to confirm that the school system created this question, even though the question was apparently distributed with other system materials.
Okay. Did you know, guys, that autumn has been canceled?
What?
London Daily Telegraph reported in November that a gardener hired by the House of Commons had spent the day pulling color-changing leaves from trees on the Westminster Palace grounds because it would be more cost-effective to rake them up after they fell. The gardener, whose name sounds right out of a James Bond adventure, Annabelle Honeybun, said she had 145 trees to service. A local environmentalist lamented denying autumn visitors one of the few pleasure times of the year.
Under the category of cultural diversity, various cogs in South Korea's national machinery paused briefly on November 13th so as not to distract the nation's high school-age kids, as 650,000 of them were sitting for the decisive university entrance exams, which are several levels more important than the SATs or the ACTs that our American students take. Large companies and government agencies told employees to commute later in the morning to keep traffic lighter for students traveling to the 1,257 test centers, and no-fly zones reduced noise during the 40-minute period in which students tested orally on the English language.
Amazing. You know, there's a lot of spiritual messages going on in the world today. Here's one of the latest. Santa Muerte, Our Lady of the Holy Death, might be described as cynics' unauthorized byproduct of Roman Catholicism currently festering in drug cartel-ruled Mexico and Central America, and is, according to Vice Media, the world's fastest-growing religion. Saint Death appeared only 12 years ago in the Mexico City barrio of Tepito, and is now a first line of protection for worshippers in those danger zones. Almost 80,000 Mexicans have been killed in drug-related violence since 2006, Vice reported. Said an author who has studied the religion, people feel more comfortable asking Santa Muerte for favors they probably shouldn't ask a Catholic saint for. Oh, man.
Under animal intelligence, parrots and snakes, a November story from Leigh-on-Sea, England, reported that a Senegal parrot, apparently feeling restive with its owners on holiday, managed to pick 2 locks on its cage and fly away. The second lock had been installed as insurance after an earlier lock-picking escape. Also, a missing African gray parrot was returned to its Torrance, California owner in October after a hiatus, which the parrot had learned to speak Spanish. On the other hand, a hungry 5-foot-long black rat snake in Verona, Pennsylvania, had to be saved by surgery after it failed to distinguish between chicken eggs in a coop and a nearby ceramic egg.
Oh, nasty.
Take us home.
Summer comfort food season is an opportunity for imaginative and shameless chefs to take caloric overload to the next level, annually extending themselves to build the sweetest and generally the least heart-friendly concoctions imaginable. Hence, deep-fried candy corn in the base of crescent rolls made its debut this year, along with the double donut burger. That's 2 beef patties piled with cheese and bacon between buns of glazed donuts. 1,996 calories, 53 grams of saturated fat, and an IV to go along while they take you to the emergency room at Summerlin Hospital.
Get that plastic rolling too, man. I'm telling you.
So much for the heart attack grill. You know, we threatened to go down there many a time.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't.
I'm from the South, right?
Right.
Well, let me give you the basic cooking ingredient there.
Peanut oil.
Lard.
Oh,
no, I'm talking lard.
Oh, I know.
Lard. And you like chocolate milkshakes, right?
Sure.
Well, when you get down there, you're going to get a chocolate milkshake, but you know what they're going to put on top of it?
Lard?
No, they're going to put on a scoop of pure 100% pure fat butter in a chip that'll look like a gambling chip, man.
Nice. That's too gross even for me.
You're packing up, sir.
Well, yeah. BCN Talk is coming up next with Robert and Gil. Want to thank you for listening tonight. Tonight's 2-hour show. JPEG, good job. Bobcat, as always.
Thank you, sir.
You, the listener, next week. Sandy Castell and Mike Leonetti. And we also have Rick Gould will be coming on as well in the first hour. Also a local radio personality will be joining us and sharing some of his experience in the industry as well. Thank you for listening. Please share us with everybody. Don't forget to check out our Facebook fan page. We're at 1617. Let's hit it. Let's hit the next number. Mr. Cash, as always, be kind to each other. And why is that?
We are all we have.
Have a great week, everybody, from Vegas Unwrapped.